About 4 years ago I moved to my current city, which is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. That is where this horrifying story happened. To give you some background, the city is very big, with lots of structures. Anyway, I started work at a warehouse. This warehouse was owned by some guy with a big temper. He had one big rule he wanted every employee to follow, and that rule was no going in the basement. At first I thought this was very odd, like why should we not be able to go in the basement? It was strange, and to make matters worse, the basement door looked locked tight. My first thought was to go in there and see what the big deal was. So when the entire warehouse was pretty much empty, and it was just me and the boss, I decided to take action. Obviously I didn't have the key, so I decided to try and pick the lock. The lock was tight, but eventually it came undone. When I opened the door, a loud creak came after it. Down the stairs I looked into the dark abyss. I walked 1 foot at a time down the stairs, and it was pitch black. I found the light switch, and it was just a small room with boxes. But there was a door in the center of the room, which was locked tight. I said to myself, God damn it, another locked door. So I picked it, and eventually it opened. And when it did, I was greeted with the most foul smell that had ever reached my nostrils. I turned the light switch on in this room, and what I saw changed my life forever, and I still remember it to this day. There was 20 dead bodies, covered in blood and maggots. Next to it was a hospital bed with a human on top, whose head was dismembered, and behind it was a board that showed a clear drawing of a human combined with a rat. I bolted out of there. When I got to the top steps, my heart was racing. I called the cops and went home safe, but I never worked there again. This memory is something that still gives me nightmares, and I hope to never experience that kind of fear ever again.